Welcome to the Stroke of Midnight Bar. Oh. It's you again. What do you want, Fenris? Hey, listen. I came in mostly because I need to talk to Louie. Really? You, Mr. Big Man, want to talk to Louie. Alright, I'll give. What exactly are you wanting to talk to him about? Well, it's kind of personal. I don't think you're gonna understand. You want to walk that back, pal? I'm just saying you're not a lycanthrope. You're not even a lycanthrope. You're a Therian. A what? A Therian. Someone who can transform, shapeshift. You're not a lycanthrope. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You don't turn into a werewolf. You turn into like some kind of coyote thing. Fuck you, I turn into a werewolf. I may be a bit scrawnier, sure, but I mean, still a werewolf. Right. And I'm Santa Claus. Well, I mean, you do have a big sack thinking that you can talk to me that way. Alright, fine, whatever. I'll go ahead and catch Louie for you. But, how have things been with your situation? That, person you were hanging out with? How are they holding up? See, that's what I need to talk to him about. 'Cause, let me tell you, it's been difficult. I've been doing this for a while now, but, this is your first transformation, isn't it? This is the first time you've actually done this, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright. This is a better Louie question. And give me a minute. Sure. Hey, Louie. Yeah, boss? Come here. Well. Look at what we got here. What you doing here, Runt? I've got some questions for you. I may have answers, but it depends on what kind of questions you have. It's about, listen, you know Dud, the person the person you transformed? Yeah, the one I bit, the one who's gonna become a werewolf, like me. Hopefully not like you. Shut it. I'm here for questions I'm here because I have questions. Well, will you fire them already? I don't have all day. In fact, I've got another appointment. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Big Shot. Big appointment with who? That is confidential. This is a brothel. What? Just get to your fucking questions already, will you? Alright, fine. Fuck. How do I get them through their first transformation? Like, this is gonna be the first time they shift from, like, I bit them, but you know how it takes a long time for the wolf blood to mix with the human part of the person thing, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. This isn't exactly my wheelhouse. Alright. First things first. As Therians. You keep using that word. We're lycanthropes, ain't we? Yes, we're technically lycanthropes, although your wolf form is different than mine. What do you mean? It looks exactly the same. No, it doesn't, buddy. Look, I'm a much larger wolf. You are a... You look more like a coyote. Alright, I hear this all the time. What the fuck ever. Okay, I look like a coyote, but I'm a wolf, right? Yeah, you are. You're just a different species of wolf. Kind of like the difference between a wolf that you'd see in Canada versus one in America, I guess. Sometimes they're a little different. You see what I mean? Sure, I think I follow. So I'm one of the scrappier kind, right? Right. Yeah, let's go with that. But every Therian kind of goes through changes differently. Now, what exactly is it that you're trying to get them through? Well, what should I expect when they transform the first time? Easy. There are two kinds of transformations. The first time someone shifts, right? You're gonna experience one of two things. Particularly in wolves, mind you. I can't speak to all the others. What do you mean others? I've met all kinds of Therians, people who can shift to all kinds of different creatures. I met a half-man, half-pony once. Do not fuck with him. Why? Doesn't sound too tough. Oh no, his clan is. Clan? You know how wolves travel in packs? Some supernaturals, we tend to work in packs as well. Sometimes in clans. Do not fuck with Clan Fletcher. Why, what's wrong with Clan Fletcher? They're very powerful. They're really nice people. Fred is an amazing guy. He actually sometimes does the books for Mazaris. What is he, some kind of accountant? Yeah, actually. We're getting off topic. Now, there are two types for wolves, and this is the most common. There are obviously some variations. You need to be careful about that, okay? This is just a general set. All right, get on. Come on, fuck off with this preamble shit. All right. You got your bleeders, those who need to eat or kill when they transform, who can't fight that urge, so they have to eat piles of meat, or worse, they have to go kill something fresh. You want to take them to a secluded area, somewhere where they can hunt, but somewhere that they won't hunt humans. Because if humans found out, that'd be bad. Obviously, but also because you don't want to kill people. Why wasn't that your first thought? Fuck you, it's been a long day. Okay, what's the other type? Well, the other type, then those are fun. I love me a breeder. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, a breeder. Those who don't get hungry, they get horny. I see. Okay, so what you're saying then, if I'm understanding this correct, Lou, don't call me Lou. Right, Lou. What you're saying, I'm gonna pop you if you do that again. Louie, thank you. What you're saying is that my, friend, that's just a friend. Right. Don't act like you haven't been fucking him for all this time. Or, whatever it is you do. What I do with my private business and my own business, I can neither confirm nor deny any of those allegations. However, asshole, what I'm getting at is I don't know what they're gonna be. Like I said, you gotta prepare for both. If they're a bleeder, take them out to the woods. Find a little cabin somewhere. Go ahead and don't bring them here for their transformation. Why not? I thought this would be the perfect place to do it. No. See, the Stroke of Midnight being a bar and brothel, there are people here. And unless you want me to imprint on your little friend, you're gonna want to go ahead and do it somewhere else. What, they fucking like ducklings or something? They're gonna imprint on you? What? What I mean is they're gonna look for something familiar, something similar to themselves, for comfort. That's where you, as a werewolf, will come into play. You will need to shift as well. You can shift on command, yes? Well, yeah, I can. Why am I explaining this to you? Of course I can. Good. That's good. They're gonna need that. You're gonna want to start off as human, if you can, with them. And as they transform, you shift with them. Does that make sense? Yeah, that way they get a sense that they're in the same kind of environment. Exactly. It's not about control. It's not about who is Alpha or Omega. Alpha Omega stuff is for play. Does that make sense? No? Okay. Look at it this way. In the wolf world, packs travel. That whole Alpha, Omega, Beta shit is just something some asshole came up with. That's actually not factually correct. There is no hierarchy in the same traditional way as we humans kind of view it. It's more natural. They work as a collective, for the collective, with each other. There's a lot of communication that goes involved. However, because there's a part of us that's human, being an alpha, being a beta or omega, having a top or a bottom, if you will, is a part of kink play. Does that make more sense? Oh. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense, actually. Okay. So what you're saying is don't fight them during the transformation. Don't try to dominate them unless it's agreed to. That comes usually much later. Okay, I think I get the picture. So, alright. Should I have, like, piles of meats ready for them? That's actually not a bad idea, but typically if they're a bleeder, they're gonna want to hunt themselves. So you may want to capture some rabbits or some deer or something small that they can easily capture themselves. So you have a caged animal that is designated as food. Could even be a chicken. You let it loose and let them do what they need to. Their instincts will kick in without harming anyone else. That's a good way of doing it. That is pretty smart, actually. I'm not going to lie. Okay, you've been doing this for a while. I have. I don't have many people that I've turned, actually. Come. We have a responsibility to them. Now, they've all grown up and started their own clans and done their own thing. They don't need me anymore. Is that why you work here at this, clear bar and brothel? No, I work here for different reasons. I think we're getting off topic again. Alright, fine. So, piles of meat, or perhaps having someone there to capture, or... Okay, I see what you mean. And what about the other thing? Lube. I'm sorry, what? Lube. Lots of it. Just in case. If they're a breeder, they're gonna be really, So, here's the thing. You know how I mentioned wolves don't have that hierarchy, but we do have something else. Sometimes we go in heat. Is that when we get, like, uncontrollably? Yeah, that's right. You catch on quick. If that's the case, you're going to need to ensure that you two are, how we say, go over the ground rules before you start anything. Alright? Okay, I can do that. Anything else you suggest? Well, for you, big man, you may want to get something to make it more feasible. Is that a dick joke? Are you making fun of me? Are you saying I have a tiny dick? I have not said any of that. But what I am saying is perhaps getting some things that will make the whole process go a little smoother. You mean toys, right? And shit like that? Yeah, actually. Not because I'm saying you are inadequate. I am saying that sometimes breeders on their first outing will be insatiable. And I don't care how good you are, because I'm very good. Sometimes you need a little extra. Sometimes you just need a break. You know, I can't tell you how many times my jaw has gone numb and I've had to find other methods. You don't want to use your claws too much, even if they're Etherean. Can be a little messy. Right, got it. Now, the first transformation, does it usually happen around the full moon, or is that just a myth? That is more or less dependent on the type of werewolf. You got your true werewolves, those who were bitten, became a werewolf, blah, 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 and those who were born werewolves, right? And then you also have people who were cursed, because obviously magic exists. Those things are a little different. You know how silver can damage us heavily, but we can still, like, die from a regular bullet? Wait, we can fucking die from a regular bullet? How long? Wait. Back up. How long has that been? It's always been. Idiot. Oh, listen. I gotta ask. Who was the person that turned you, or were you born Etherean? It's kind of complicated. I kind of got attacked one night, and then I woke up and I was able to do this. So, you got turned to a werewolf, a lycanthrope. You weren't born into it. So, a lot of this stuff, no one has actually taught you. I suppose that explains a lot. What do you mean? The toxic masculinity, the toxic environment, this idea of alphas and betas and omegas. I've heard you touting that shit before. In this bar. Now I know why. Because you, my friend, didn't have someone there to teach you right and wrong. The real ins and outs, I mean. No one's taught you any of those things. You had to figure it out all on your own. And that shit is difficult. You know? I think knowing that now, I've got a little bit more respect for you. You've made it this far. But I gotta know, what did you do the first time that you transformed? I don't remember. I really don't fucking remember, okay? You can talk to me about it, you know. I know we've been butting heads for a long time. But the shit's serious. What happened, Fenris? Maybe that's a story for another day. You're right. Maybe I'm not the one you need to tell. That friend of yours, Dud, that's not their name. And why do you call them that? Different reasons. So what do you call them? You can just call him my friend. I think I see what's going on here. You have a hard time opening up. But if you're going to be their mentor, you brought them into our world, the world of the supernatural. You've got to take responsibility. You know what that means. You gotta open up. You gotta bear. You need to explain to them how you got into this. How you figured it all out. And go from there. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Listen, Louie, Thanks. Man, I know you didn't have to do this. I know, like you said, we butt heads all the time, because, you know, I'm an alpha. Shut the fuck up. I have to. Shut up. I'm being serious. This is more important now. Bring a human, an adult human being who is already trans. Like, you don't understand how big a deal this is. There are other powers out there. Beyond just werewolves. Beyond the dick who thinks he owns this town. And you already crossed that boundary. That Naga keeps coming around here. We've had to have a Keith and have a word with him. You mean the skeleton guy? He's a lich. Powerful wizard. Not very many are going to be willing to fuck with him. We're glad that he's on our side. But in a modern day like this is a very different ballgame. There's so much history that they had to catch up on. What about you, Louie? Were you born into this? I was. My mother was bitten when she was pregnant. When she had me, well, let's just say she had a lot of difficulties with me. She was long-suffering, but I loved my mama. She did right by me. And so you became a whore. I'm gonna let that pass because we're having a serious conversation, but you really need to do something about the humor thing. There's a time and place. Yeah, but are you really honoring her? What I do to honor my mama's memory is between me and my Jesus Christ. 10-4. Got it. No problem. Sorry. It's just, I'm not used to being so fucking clueless. Yeah, no. So is Fenris your government name? Or is that a name you chose for yourself? Kinda just chose it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that tracks. Should have called you Wiley. Shut the fuck up. You right, though. Thanks, Louie. This has been a lot. But it's been good. Excellent. And I know you guys have a different kind of relationship. But for the love of all that is holy, make sure that you communicate some level of care. They're gonna need you. And if you have basically brought them into this world and have basically sworn to be their protector, you're gonna need to bulk up. And also, just kind of deal with this stuff. Alright? Sure. Yeah. Whatever you say, Louie. It's good to see you taking this seriously, though. Now, you know where to find me if you have any questions. I've got a client that's already here. But, good talk, man. Say, one last question, though. Yeah? You don't have any other clan members, pack members, nothing? Like I said, I was kind of randomly attacked at night. I really don't have a pack. I'm a lone wolf. You know that's dangerous, right? Yeah. They make it sound cool on TV, lone wolves and all that, but even I know. That's right. There's a reason wolves hunt in packs, live in community. You are on the first step on a long road of building a community. So remember, what you do now is of utmost importance. Yeah. It's just a lot, you know? I'm not used to this kind of thing. I know. I can tell. But I will say, you have the potential to do much better than you think. Thanks. Good luck with your appointment, I guess. Oh, Fenris, I don't need luck. Good old Louie Garrow is all experience. Take it easy. Sure. That was a good heart-to-heart. Ah, jeez. Ah, fuck. Where'd you come from? I've been here the entire time, fuckwit. Right. How much do I owe you? It's on the house. Wait, you're fucking with me, right? No, I'm not. Seems like you'll be frequenting more often. I'll start you a tab. But know this, Fenris. If you're needing extra protections, you're going to need to talk to Inicris and Aketham both. Who's Inicris? You don't know? Man, he's a dragon. Oh god, there's a lot to catch up. Don't worry about it. Just know that this place is a sanctuary. You don't have a wolf pack to help you. Should the need arise, you can talk to the boss. I thought you were the boss. No, I'm the face. I am the front. I am the bartender. And occasionally, I make money the old-fashioned way. On your back? Exactly. Any good? Oh, I love it here. But the real boss, the guy who owns this place, is Aketham. He can tell you a lot more about it. Right. Well, thank you for the beer. I've got a lot of planning to do. Yeah, I heard. If you need extra meat, I know a guy. Not talking about the one in your pants, are you? Well, I know a different guy. Thanks, Maz. I appreciate it. No problem. Hello, everyone. It's me, Mazaris. The face of the Stroke of Midnight, as you heard. The modern-day setting for the Stroke of Midnight is fascinating. I'm borrowing a little bit of the lore also from a different series. If you guys want a great fantasy, urban fantasy, meaning modern-day setting with, modern-day monsters and stuff like that, I cannot recommend this book series enough. So, the series is called Fred the Vampire Accountant by Drew Hayes. It is phenomenal. I've got every book in the series, and it's just... the way the world building happens is just sublime. It has been a huge influence on the idea of the modern version. And that's one thing I'm going to have to make very clear, is that there is a modern version of this series, and then there's the fantasy old version, which happens in the mainline storyline, where you have, obviously the talking raccoon, you've got Brick de la Manzana, those characters that with the Traveler are completely different, alternate universe, also may or may not be past, present, it's weird, timey-wimey shenanigans perhaps, but same characters in different universe. It's kind of like a coffee AU, if you will. So thank you for listening to that jumble of words. I know a lot of you are just whatever. But thank you for listening to me ramble about my creative process. In the meantime, I want to give you guys a huge shout out. Thank you so much to my Patreons. You guys have done such an amazing job being able to support me, making sure that I'm able to put out more content. I really greatly appreciate it. And for those of you on YouTube watching all my videos, thank you all so very much. Be sure to continue favorite, sharing, and subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these episodes. And as always, I will see you in the next one. As always, sweet dreams and pleasant nightmares.